We good? All right.
You're good.
Hi, I'm Bingchang.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. This is Possum here. And of course, the PJ on the couch.
I'm PJ. I have seen this game today.
That's fair.
Yeah, this is Quest RPG, as I'm going to quote the best version of Quest.
Debatable.
No, it's not.
The best description for this game is it's an enhanced demake of Quest 64.
Yeah, it definitely pans out the story, gives a little bit better explanation. I still think it's the better of the two.
Well, it has a story.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we're going to do a race. It should be fun. Hopefully things go well.
Oh, it's going to be great.
It'll go, maybe.
Yeah, it will go. It will roll. I just can't guarantee where, but it will roll.
Somewhere.
Yeah. All right.
All right. PJ, would you like to count down
I
for
would
us?
love to count down.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, speed strats. You hold A and this goes faster.
Yes, very fast. You can still read it, though. By all means, you guys can definitely read it. I saw spirits. And then Brian.
Hey, Brian, it's
yeah,
us.
Brian.
All right, cutscenes that actually happen in this game.
Yeah, so Brian's deciding to kind of do a patrol when he's not supposed to. He's going to find this elusive monster that he's been hunting. I say it's a mouse.
It's generic monster number 1.
AKA mouse.
Why is Brian on patrol? I thought he was just like studying in the monastery.
Because he feels like it.
And then
Okay.
LeVar and Gabriel say they scold us for, it's dangerous out here. Go back to bed. They're not nice about it.
We don't ask why they're out here in the middle of, I'm assuming, the dark.
Probably night.
Yeah, doing something shady,
All right, I'm going to read some of this. We just met our father. Hey, Dad, how's it going? Your magic has improved lately. Do you know why? One reason, of course, is that you are my son. But the spirit lends its power to a heart that is pure. In other words, your magic has heart. I know it's difficult to understand.
Also, his
Thanks,
name is
Dad.
his name is Bart. Keep that in mind.
You're right. That was difficult to understand.
So yeah, basically you're waking up and you're being summoned, and they're gonna mention your father's gonna go on a journey, and it's like, okay, Brian's gonna ask, can I do anything? And they're like, well, you know what? Go patrol. Keep yourself occupied. Have fun. And so we're gonna go do some patrolling.
The first thing we do is we go say hi to good old Dad.
Yeah, we gotta say farewell. So we're gonna run to the stable in a brisk waddle, as I like to say. And by saying hi, we're just gonna go take the spirit and dump it into wind. And in the Quest 64 way, hi Dad, bye Dad.
That's a great remix. Oh, man.
Yeah, the music in this game is really good.
Yeah, it actually is. Yeah.
And it's kind of nice. Like it's catchy enough that like when you're playing it, you can definitely hum, whistle, and then when you don't play it, it leaves. Like there's one infamous song that we may or may not hum, the great old boat song.
That song is the best.
Yeah, it's very catchy. So we're doing our patrolling. We're gonna kidnap spirits, take the one from the sheep, and we're gonna go into this lovely little shed. And something evil is happening here. This is Dark Knight.
There are some who call him Tim.
The great evil Tim. So we're gonna fight Tim.
And it can be a 3 or 4 turn battle depending on your damage rolls.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna get 4 and Pa's gonna get 3.
Nope, did not happen.
All right, I could still get a 3 turn here if I roll high. Oh, nice, 3 turns.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. So yeah, upon defeating the Dark Knight of Great Evil, Tim, we need to go report that there was an evil person being shady, and we're gonna waddle right back.
We should note, for those of you who've seen any kind of Quest 64 gameplay or speedruns or anything, you probably know that we use Earth because Avalanche is mildly overpowered.
Yeah, Magic Barrier is pretty okay, too.
Yeah. Fun fact, Avalanche is still really good, but Magic Barrier is absolute trash. But Wind, they also buffed significantly. And Wind is, Wind's broken.
And so we have mentioned at some point that this is like the demake of Quest 64.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, and we just found out, even though we just saw our dad, he's already missing.
Yeah, he forgot to print off that map, and his GPS must have died during the traveling.
This little conversation with the Grand Abbot, he says you're going on a quest, I think 2 or 3 times.
Yep. Clearly we're not going on a side quest or a journey. It's a main quest.
A 64 quest?
No, 8.
No.
He says journey twice and quest 3 times, I believe. And the first item we're going to pick up here in this room to the right is the Spirit Gemstones. We're going to be playing the lottery a little later on. And
it's really fun. It's definitely a
It's
wing it
something.
kind of category on that one. We're also going to go run to the far left. We're going to grab some items. We're also going to talk to a person named Pat, and we're going to get some bread. And also, hopefully, Pat is going to be nice and not block our path.
Oh, he's going to play defense.
He
always does.
I know, that is his job. He has one job, and he knows how to do it well. We just hope he doesn't.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so pray that Pat's going to cooperate. No, Pat. No. Okay, at least I
Oh.
got the bread.
He played good for me.
Oh.
And defense? Oh, almost. Almost got it.
He is a huge hurdle in the speed run. But yeah, now we're gonna go waddle back into town. Unfortunately, we are only 1 speed, and that is waddle. The JP version, you can actually run.
Yeah, in towns you can sprint. It's actually really hard to control.
Well, there were horses in the stable.
Yeah, they just say nay and leave you alone.
I think there's a height requirement for horses, and unfortunately, Brian does not reach that recommended height. Even with his little quail hairpiece, just doesn't cut it.
Alright, so we're going to walk to Dondurn Castle, and now's the time to talk about experience. The way the experience works in this game is actually a little different than 64. 1 enemy might give you 2 experience, but if you get 2 enemies, you don't get 4 experience, you get like 6. It's weirdly multiplicative, so we want to fight more enemies. Up to, I think you can, I don't know, are there encounters with more than 3? I actually don't remember.
There is the bunnies. You can
right,
find
bunnies.
3.
Well, more than 3.
I think the wolves,
More than 3.
Oh, more than 3. Pardon. No. Sorry, brain's not working. No, 3 is the max.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I got 2 Hellhound encounters. They can drop Dewdrop. I would really, really like Dewdrop, but no luck so far.
Yeah, what we want is to make sure our wind is around 6 or 7 before we hit the second town. Just to help with the next fight.
Yes. I believe it's 6 that we want.
So on the topic of leveling, do you want to go over why you're going to the corners of these squares in every action?
Yes, that gives us agility. The way agility works, the only way you get experience is where you start and end your turn, and if you go into the corner of your movement, or a corner of where you can move, that's the most amount of agility you can get. We want our agility movement to upgrade to the next one eventually. Sooner is better, but we're not going to spend time grinding it. Alright, so we're going to go into Dondurn, and we're going to pick up Yellow Wings, and we're going to pick up 1 more Spirit.
So in this game, do you always go first in battle, or is that also based on agility?
It's based.
It's agility.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. We don't really... The only agility we grind is that little bit for the bigger movement arena.
Okay.
Sorry, the music's really good.
It is very catchy. Just wait till boat song. We may have to start a musical.
Yes. So we both save or lose a little time here because we actually save, or not save, we go to the inn. You can save anywhere in this game, so that's nice. But we both go to the inn. I think it loses 10 to 15 seconds each time we do it. Theoretically, it's faster to just use items and heal, but you're not always going to be guaranteed MP drops, and they're super duper important a little bit later.
Yeah, so right now we're going to advance the story. We're going to go into this room, and we're going to be introduced to one of the key characters in the story, Flora. Just exposition, she's kind of finding essentially arranged marriage, and we're going to get caught and sent into another room because we're spying, and
It's bad manners
It's
to
very
look
bad
on someone
manners.
who's getting dressed.
yeah. But we're going to meet a really neat NPC. He's fantastic. We're going to meet Ham.
I like him already.
Yeah.
And he's pink.
So basically, Ham is here to introduce Gibson, his son, and be like, hey, he's a dashing young man.
We have a big castle. It was built on
Yeah.
a swamp, you know.
It's built on a swamp. Oh my
It's
goodness.
a good spot for a
That's
castle.
the smell. I don't know if I could handle the smell.
See, it stayed up the 4th time, all right?
Oh, okay.
Oops, excuse me.
But of course, we have a party crasher, and that is good old Solvering, and he's here to just kind of be like, I'm still around.
He steals the princess.
I'm the king of beasts. I'm gonna show, and bye, Ham. I miss you already, Ham. You're a pretty sweet guy.
And we also find out that Solvering was actually a necromancer?
Yeah, he
What?
is. Or was, pardon. And then he gets his lovely goons, which is kobolds and goblins.
Yeah, he goes from a necromancer to the king of beasts. I feel like it's a bit of a
It's a
downgrade.
pretty. I don't know. King
Side-
of Beasts.
Okay, maybe like a side move.
I think
mean-
that's a hard upgrade.
I'm not gonna lie, when I played World of Warcraft back in the day, the hunter class was pretty cool. With the lovely pet system.
I mean, King of Beasts has a title. Necromancer doesn't have a title. He's
That's
not
fair.
King Necromancer.
All right, fine. All right.
So if you notice my fight took a little bit longer, it's because my wind was at a 6, where I think Bing's is a
One
little
level
bit...
higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Scottfort. He knows our father and says, yes, you must be under a lot of pressure. How about you help me instead?
And then we just agree.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
just a 10-year-old boy going on a quest.
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to go fight Solvering, as those of you remember from the 64 version. He's a bit tough.
Yeah. I vividly remember like buying Quest 64 on release date and getting like to him and being like, I'm done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember to save.
Thank you. I will, and I'll conserve some MP. Yeah.
I'm not going to say any more about Solvering because I'll just let you guys see what happens. All right. Oh, should mention it now while we're just wandering around. So if you remember 64, we use escape a lot to get out of encounters. We can just step to the right and leave the encounter immediately, which is fantastic. Should also note that items are terrible.
Well, there's some good items. There's some useful ones.
Healing and MP are about it.
Well, the giant shoes are good in certain situations. Oh, I want you. Hi.
Do you still get agility experience when you escape?
No,
No.
you do not.
okay.
Only when the battle continues, unfortunately.
I see.
All right. So you actually see a little different pathing for both of us here. And I'm getting bad encounters that are taking a lot of MP, which is quite unfortunate. Alright, so we want to get to 13 win for Solvering. As you recall from any version of the game, he's Earth Element, and we are Wind Element, so he's going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
Hey, giant shoes. Nice.
Yay,
Wow,
giant
nice.
shoes.
Now, I may have gotten 2. You can get... You'll only see one prompt that says you got the item, but you can get, like, up to 3 if there's 3 enemies, which is fun.
Giant shoes can be handy. Basically, they increase your movement box to the max amount. So in certain situations, they're really good. But sometimes when you use an item, it misses. And
Yes.
sometimes the item doesn't last long. Maybe it can last for at least 3 turns. I've had it once where it ended in like turn 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 2 to 6, I believe, is the limit.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Sounds
Oh
about
my
right,
goodness.
though. Boink. Bum. Alright,
Oh my goodness, encounters.
right?
Ah,
All the encounters today.
just not the ones I want.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we're just not getting good luck with encounters, so we're had to take a little bit longer than we would normally like
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Is now a good time for some donations?
Yes, absolutely.
We have a $5 anonymous donation who says, good luck to both Pa and Bingchang. Also, it's nice to see Palmer where he belongs, the bad games block.
Aww.
We have $10 from Kaze Kishi who says, good luck on your race,
Hey,
Hecker
Kaze.
Z.
Thanks for- Alright. And, this music's a little ominous. This is actually Mammon World music in the 64, so they took endgame music and put it before the first boss. So we were a little worried the first time we actually came to Solvering.
Now, as being as remind me, save.
Oh yeah, I'll do that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can save everywhere and you save really fast, so it is
It's
wonderful.
really nice, especially because it's portable. I will say it's definitely one step better than Core 64.
It's something. All right. Bye, Silvering.
Yeah, that's it. We're just gonna one punch him. Where I guess to be punny as I can, we're gonna just blow him away. Watch him fly in the sky.
And we get this nice little cutscene, and then we get teleported back and immediately get control. You expect to be talked to? Nah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
well,
much.
we're not out of here yet. We're gonna pillage the castle,
Yeah.
and then we're out of here.
Skyfort does tell you that you can steal all this stuff. I mean, take it.
No, we don't talk to him. We just take it and run away. Do a good old heist.
And we're also going to steal from his room, too.
Yeah. He's okay with it.
Bum, 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 bum. All right. Now we're going to head back, sort of through, oh gosh, I blanked on the name of the area. Solvering's Forest. Connor Fortress, that's what it's called. We're going to head back through that way, but we're going to go a slightly different path to get to our next boss fight with Kiliak, a pirate. And we're going to hear the best music in the game.
Which brings up a question: was Kiliak in 64?
Yes.
Was he just kind of
Was he?
there?
Yes, he's on the boat when you go to see Nepti.
I guess in the question, do you have to talk to him to advance the plot?
You don't have to talk to anyone to advance the
Oh,
plot.
okay,
64.
okay.
Yeah, the doors are your plot in
Okay.
64.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in Larapool, you open a door, and then you go back out the door, and Larapool flushes.
Yeah.
Oh, it flushes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the boats, you just get on them and then you leave and you're somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, if you talk to the pirate in Quest 64, he's just cool with you sneaking on his boat.
He's just like, yeah, whatever, I'll drop you off.
Huh.
Huh.
So fun fact about 64, not that I want to talk about that much or any reason, but actually you were supposed to have 3 party members. Kiliak was one of the 2. The other one was Flora, the princess we saved from Solvering a little while ago.
Huh.
Yeah, the game. This one kind of makes up for it because they actually have a plot in this game. They actually do contribute to the story in their own little ways.
All right.
And of course, there's other characters too. I didn't play a whole lot of Quest, but there's Colleen. I don't know if she made an appearance.
She's here.
Is she in 64?
Yep.
Okay.
Most of the important side characters actually really help story-wise. Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Spirit. There we go.
Yeah, so as of currently, there's really no known glitches. So PJ, if you want to break this, please do. You can do
Now?
what I just did, where if you pick up the spirit the same frame you step onto it, Brian just runs in place. Looks kind of funny.
He's nervous, man.
Yeah.
He's got a big decision to make.
He's on a big quest too. Yeah.
One whole spirit to determine?
Yeah, right.
Just make sure you don't put it in fire.
Oh, I will. Don't worry about it.
I will as well.
All right. So we're gonna actually want to get to 23 wind, give or take 1. That's gonna let us one-shot Kiliak.
Yeah. Plus, after we get it to 23, we can start focusing on water or earth.
Yes.
Because we desperately need a healing spell by this point.
Mhm.
And if you remember 64, because we're really gonna have to compare to 64 for a lot of referencing, you get heal at 7 water. In this, you get heal at 4 water and 4 earth, or 5 water and 3 earth, or 6 water and 3 earth, or there's a couple variations. The point is you need to actually have your level ups in 2 separate elements. Thankfully, Windcutter 3 is just straight wind, but some of the other stuff we will need, Spirit Armor, Heal 2, Wind Bomb,
Magnet Rock.
Magnet Rock. We'll need the levels and some of the other stuff. Okay.
Oh, one thing I should do. I should save.
Ah,
Some
yes.
of these enemies can dish out a lot of damage, and if you're not careful and not paying attention to your HP, you may be like Paul and accidentally die a couple times here.
Oh, and you can only get 1 level from a battle at a time. So
Yeah.
if you over level, you waste some levels, unfortunately. All right. Oh, this is the encounter I want. These guys
Oh,
can
these
drop
guys.
dewdrops. Please.
Yeah. We definitely need a lot of MP restoring items at this point because we're going to be start doing particular grind, like going to certain areas to grind our defense just to help out in the later parts.
Yeah. There's the only grind in the game other than these encounters that we're just kind of taking as we're going. Alright.
Yeah, and the reason MP is so critical in this is that it doesn't restore when you walk on the map.
Yeah.
Whereas Quest 64, you essentially have infinite MP unless
You just get
you
back
take
to back
some
to
really
back
bad
encounters.
battles. Yeah.
The only time the MP does restore is if you skip a turn in combat or you melee attack.
Yep.
Other than that, yeah, you're relying on a lot of items.
Alright.
At least they scaled up the MP restoration from the items.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
very
was
true.
blown away when I saw that. Like
Dewdrop gives you
Yeah,
50.
Dewdrops gives you 50, which is like the best restoration you can get in Quest 64.
Oh, actually, it's 10, 40, 100.
10, 20, 40. Mid leaves are 20.
10, 20, 40, 100 then? Or, you know, I actually don't remember.
I think it's 10, 20, 40 in fall.
Yeah, you're right. Alright. Heal real quick here. And then best music in the game.
Yeah, brace yourself, guys. It's the best music.
I'm ready.
Oh, don't want to talk to you twice.
You know, the last time someone said that to me, they played Frog Song from Link's Awakening.
But
I don't even need to listen to the music. I already know the boat song in my head.
there's Colleen.
So yeah,
Oh, nice.
plot-wise, Colleen's
And-
like, oh, hey, I recognize you. You look like your father. And then the boat kind of shakes, and surprise, surprise, it's Kiliak being all piratey and
I
yark.
am a prince. I'm going to take everything. You'd better not resist.
He sounds really, what's the word? Aggressive I'm looking for.
He's a wimp as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
303 damage.
He has 300 HP.
Windcutter 3 is just out of control.
Yes.
It is. You cannot control the wind.
Nice, Sildra did it.
Yeah. Apparently she has a dragon friend.
Yeah.
We just find that out
But
randomly.
we really don't see the dragon ever again,
That's
though.
literally it.
Well, no, we see him in
see-
the credits.
Oh, cool. I got the first frame move encounter.
Oh, jeez.
That doesn't happen often. Oh, nice. Fresh bread.
Brad.
Hey, Brad.
I want MP. And conveniently, there's a nice little inn right here.
Yeah, in this part that Bing's at, it's really good to save because there's two particular enemies that do a lot of damage and
3.
Okay, pardon. I'm too traumatized to remember that
Ghost
one.
towns are the sketchy, the really, really sketchy one. They hit for 21. The skeletons and the wolf goats hit for like 19 or so. I'd really like to not see Ghost Town because it's the only one of 2 encounters that I can't kill.
And your only means of healing at this point are consumables.
Yes.
And that's it. Well, the end.
Right.
Death abuse. Reset.
Right.
Yeah.
That too. I would actually like encounters that I could take and get some experience. This is one of them. Not the best, but serviceable.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is there any reason to pick Earth first versus water, or does it really not matter? Because
Not really.
really.
Okay.
We're going to get to 13 water and 12 earth. That's going to give us access to heal 1, heal 2. Also spirit armor 2.
Yeah.
And then we're going to max out wind. And once wind's done, then we're going to work on earth up until we beat up Shilf. And then at
Then
that
we
point,
add-
it doesn't matter.
No, it matters. We start dumping into fire because fire becomes super important at the end.
Whatever you say.
We just make we want to make fire feel special, okay? It's been
Yeah.
neglected a lot in the quest games, okay?
No, it's pretty used in 64.
It's got vampire staff.
Yeah. Alright, I'm getting good encounters now.
I'm kind of jealous. Can we trade encounters?
Well, I started with 3 ghost towns in a row.
That's true. Actually, I think I got the same encounter as you.
Alright, so we talked to Layla. The Mermaid Orb broke, and she wants us to get a copy of one, or a new one, from Epona. And she'll do this. We go in here, lower the water, apparently. And then we get dropped into Blue Cave a little earlier than you would expect. And I'll look at those pretty spirits. It's a shame we have to walk back.
Yeah.
After we walk past them. All 3 of them.
No.
Alright, so... And we're going to take more encounters than you normally would, because we want to be a little bit safer than
Yeah.
the true route.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of.
A lot of extra encounters, a lot of extra items.
Staying at the inns more often.
Yeah, so normally I would just go right back into Blue Cave, but I'm actually going to go pick up an extra MP item and also heal.
Yeah, the inn.
You can kill those guys, by the way. I know.
Could.
So why did you have to enter Blue Cave the first time before coming here?
There's a forced
Shut up.
cutscene.
Oh,
We
I
could
see.
come up here
Yeah.
and do this, but then we have to go back out, talk to her, and then we'd be thrown up here anyway. So this is probably. Oh look, I got a silent food. I have to get rid of that. I have 2 giant shoes. Oh, should note that our inventory is very, very limited.
It is, yeah.
So I will actually spend the time to scroll through items very, 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 very slowly to use them and get rid of them.
Plus, like being mentioned, sometimes when you defeat an enemy, you get multiple drops in the game, won't tell you. So you access your inventory and you find like 3 silent flutes.
Yes.
And congrats. You have to deal with the inventory management of 3 silent flutes.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, nice.
So everything here hits really, really hard. Actually, that wasn't that bad. That was gonna be worse. The mimics are the worst. They're gonna hit for like 21 to 3 at first.
Yeah.
And we're generally gonna just try to heal after every encounter. Use 1 or 2 MP items.
They can also mute, and if I remember correct, so you really hope to see that mute.
You want to actually take a little bit of damage because we want a little bit of extra defense, but not a whole lot. Because when we do the defense grind, the way defense grinding in this game works, it's based on how much damage you take. So he just did that, thankfully. Whereas in like 64, it's how many hits you take. This is how much damage you take, and I think it's every 9 or so is a couple percent. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've seen the exact numbers. Oh, cool! I stepped on a
That was a
spirit.
nice encounter, yeah.
Yeah. You can also get an encounter when you pick up a chest. So that's fun. Since it's happening, you can also... Hey, look. I was doing the movement thing again. I'm actually going to take this encounter to just
Oh,
run
you're
around.
so fast.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So when your movement arena gets bigger, you also get like ridiculous movement speed.
It's handy in certain situations. Although, like we mentioned before, the item can miss.
All right.
The item can wear off.
Yeah.
But are you doing the defense grind in the blue?
No,
cave?
I don't. I don't do
Okay.
the defense grind at all in there.
All right.
Just whatever encounters I get.
So this is where our route is going to be starting to branch off a little bit different. I'm going to do a defense grind in the blue cave. Bing will do his later. I'll wait till I get that scorpion encounter, and then we'll kind of explain what we're doing.
Yeah.
Just right now, enjoy the chilly blue cave. That is blue cave.
Yes. Blue cave is just a whole lot of picking up spirits and items and
Yeah.
just walking and fighting. It's speedrunner's dream. And it's a maze.
Yeah. A lot of the dungeons in this game are just huge, elaborate mazes.
Yeah. Versus 64 where they're just straight lines.
There's straight lines until you make that one wrong turn in Blue Cave
Well,
and walk for 40 minutes the wrong direction.
Oh. I think I've seen people do that, yeah, where they're
Oh,
going
yeah.
through one way and then they're like, oh, we did it, wait, I just exited the cave.
All that's here is a spirit. Oh, no.
I've definitely done that before.
Yeah.
I think I've done that in like Sovereign's Forest and the 64 one.
I mean, 64 isn't the prettiest game, so I can definitely understand that.
Okay, so this is the combat I want. I'm not really healed, so I'm just gonna run away because it's not favorable. I'm gonna heal to full.
All right.
Man, every time I see you use Windcutter 1 to end a battle with one hit away from death, I'm terrified. But then I realize that hit rate isn't really a big deal in this.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a spell hit, or miss rather, a spell hit.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a spell miss in this.
Okay, so I'm ready for this fight. So what I'm going to do is use Wind level 3. It's going to defeat all except one Scorpion. So I'm going to spend some time with the Scorpion. I'm going to let it hit me, heal, let it hit me, heal, rinse, wash, repeat. This is the defense grind. We do this on the run because it helps build, obviously, the defense. It's going to make the next fight easier to deal with, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's 3 areas you can do a defense grind in. Blue Cave, I don't remember the first name, so I apologize.
Windward.
Thank you. And then with the Red Rose.
Red Rose Knight in Bergen Moor
Thank
at the very
you.
end of the game.
Thank you. I swear I know this game.
That's okay. I know way too much about these games.
You are kind of like the walking quest dictionary.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'd say good.
That's something.
So yeah, once my MP goes to 0, I'm going to take this time to do the MP first and then use a healing item, or I can cast a spell and then just, once again, rinse, wash, repeat. I'm also going to be moving because this is also a perfect opportunity to build my agility as well. Normally, I don't do that. You just kind of
Stand
skip.
still.
Yeah, stand still, but safety strats, I wouldn't mind getting a bigger movement box.
I'd give you the extra giant shoes if I could. Get them out of my
I mean,
inventory.
you can send them by pigeon mail. I'm just saying.
Well, they might not make it to you.
I know.
Get one of those Game Boy connecting cables.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Make a trade.
Trade for a pincer.
And then we can reset, and we both can have giant shoes. Good old days.
All right.
Now I feel like I aged myself already.
Yeah. All right. So I'm finishing up Blue Cave just because I didn't do the defense grind.
I'm enjoying all the deep hues and colors of the Blue Cave.
And we're gonna meet Epona for the first time. She is the wizard that captured or imprisoned the big bad 1,000 years ago. We don't know that yet, but I'll forget to mention it later, so I'll mention it now. We were supposed to come here to get the Mermaid Orb, so we get Mermaid Orb version 2, I believe.
Yes.
And we go get sent back and give it to Layla. Also, there's a couple times in the game where people ask you, "Are you ready?" And if you press no, in this case, she'll just say, "Yeah, whatever," and send you away. In the case of someone else a little later, it'll just repeat the prompt until you say yes. It's like, why do you even bother asking?
I like to say
Yeah, the classic.
I like to say we're interrupting her while watching TV. She's really getting into her soaps.
Yeah. Okay, the water flows again. Everything is fine. Sure it is. There's still monsters everywhere.
Nope. She can now dance, and there's water, and everything's good.
All right. So if we see some of the scary enemies, you'll notice they do a bit less damage. But that's just because we've taken some damage. So these guys did 21 before. They'll do like 14, 15. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bing right now, he's going to just basically advance to the next town. He's got to go through a cave.
Call Hazard.
Yeah, sorry.
You're fine. I know the names of everything, unfortunately.
Cole Hazard is a classic. Anybody who's gotten stuck there for decades in that Quest 64 game,
Me.
they'll never forget that.
Did you get a T-shirt at least saying that, I went through this cave and all I got was a lousy T-shirt?
I need that shirt. All right.
Yeah, all those people who picked up wins so they could beat Solvarang and then made it to Call Hazard, and that's where that playthrough ended.
Yeah. Conveniently, there's a nice little save here. So we'll heal up. I am looking good on experience and spirits. This is, I think, 8 water. Oh, this will be a level.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much good that I can whack this pesky scorpion and be on my merry way, but we'll just do a little bit extra here.
Better safe than dead.
Yes. And
Excuse me.
actually, we're just going to...
Never hurts to get extra now, because you're still going to do the grind later, right?
Yes,
Indeed.
it's just going to make the grind a little slower later.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So I'm just going to...
Getting these nice encounters.
Oh,
Orc
wait.
Juniors all over the place. Hey, fresh bread.
Hey,
All right.
bread.
So this is the spirit gemstone that I was talking about. You go right up here.
Oh, yeah, I have that now engraved in my memory.
Cool.
Because, yeah, I may have flubbed up during practice.
So we were supposed to get 7 spirit gemstones to play the lottery. I tend to get, oh, that's way too much damage right now. I tend to end up getting 6. And then we have to go, oh, which spirit gemstone did I forget to grab? And none of them are in a nice, easy spot to grab.
So my defense right now, I'm rocking at a 22. It's good. Nice thing, though, is that when I'm continuing through any encounters I get, I'm taking damage, I can still build up my defense. So I can continue. And if you noticed, unfortunately I did run away. My box got much bigger.
Like mine.
Yeah. So yeah, it will help with the next fight also having that much larger movement box.
Okay, where are you? Giant shoes and get rid of you.
You said that before, like every 9 damage is a percent. Or
Speak of the devil, giant shoes just missed.
Oh, you were saying?
yeah, you were saying earlier that like every 9 damage is worth a percent or 2.
It's something like that.
That doesn't mean that there's a minimum of 9 damage to get defense experience, right?
No, it's every time you get up to that thing, you get that percentage.
Okay. Yes, you just gradually build throughout the course.
I like you to stop doing that attack. Thanks.
But it's a baddie attack. Do you see how powerful his wings are?
You're killing me.
I can't help it. Once I sink my fangs in a pond, I just can't let go. Sorry, I can't help it.
I know where your mic is plugged in.
Please
I
don't.
can see it.
Speaking of which, if anyone wants to donate the punniest puns, please do so. Hi. Speaking of donations, do we have any donations?
We
Yes.
do, in fact. We
awesome.
have a handful of donations I'll get going for you guys right here. We have $100 from Miss Andro.
Holy pickles.
Hey.
And it says, wishing Bing lucks for the run. You make me the happiest and looking forward to see you wind all the cutters.
Thank you. Oh, God, puns.
We have a $5.
They throw us away.
Oh. We have a $5 donation from Professor Palmer that says, we'll donate $1 per bird attempt.
Oh no, why? Why would you do that to yourself?
So,
Attaboy Palmer.
speaking of that,
No fear.
speaking of that, if someone wants to keep track of how many times both of us restart the game, I'm gonna do $2 for every single one of those
For the bird or total?
total.
Okay.
So brace yourselves, guys.
Yeah. All right. One more earth, and I will have everything I need for my spells at the moment. Hey, look, Lamaya. You're still kind of scary.
She uses fire in this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. She uses Wind Cutter 3 and 64. She uses Fire 2 and does like 6 damage or 10 damage or something.
She is a menace in
Yes.
Quest 64.
It
She is
It is really interesting,
terrifying.
like watching Bing speedrun Quest 64 and seeing like what enemies with the
Oh, yeah.
attacks and all that. And then you go to this game, you're like, oh no, it's that enemy. Oh, you're not that bad. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, it's cool. And then you get certain enemies where like you are actually a nightmare in this game.
Okay, so my MP items are not. I have. No, they're good. I forgot we picked up the extra one, so we're actually.
Plus, you get more after
Yeah.
the boss fight too.
Okay, so I should get a level from this, and I'm actually not going to go. There's an extra spirit that I could pick up that I'm going to skip. Ba-bum-ba. Yep. Alright, so we're good. I now have heal 2.
So Bing's getting to the next second boss fight. This guy was not in
Third.
Quest
Fourth? Third. Third
6,
boss.
9, 8. So this guy was not in Quest 64. From my understanding, he was supposed to be, and well, he got cut.
I don't know if there's anything that says specifically about it, but if you look at the area where this is in 64, it's the kind of spot you're like, you know, I really feel like a dragon would go here.
Yeah.
And then you go to this game, and like, oh, well, I guess there is a dragon. Well, all right.
So yeah, he's gonna fight a dragon. I call him one or two names. I call him giant shrimp or caterpillar. I will leave it up to you guys on what you think he looks like.
All right. And this is the first boss that we actually kind of manip what he does.
We hope.
Well, yeah. Theoretically, he should use fire breath. I want to move one step back and then up.
You saved, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I survived. It looks sketchy. And I'm going to stand on these rocks here. He's going to do the fire breath attack again. Hopefully. Nope. Oh, dodged it. You can dodge that attack.
Oh my goodness, I'm so lucky. Oh.
That's not supposed to happen.
All right.
No, it's supposed to happen. Just not an agree. Just not an agree.
So you can dodge attacks like that because they have to hit you. And that was
That's
was
impressive.
super
Yeah, that was
lucky.
pretty close.
Very PogChamp.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, I'm paranoid. I'm gonna get that spear.
But yeah, he
just
only
so-
takes 2 hits because Wind Cutter 3 is dumb. And then, yes, I can get encounters here and die. I've done it plenty of times.
I think I've done it too.
And we head up to Normoon, and we're going to just go around and pick up some items.
Yeah, Norman's really nice because it gives you a lot of like MP items and healing items that after
1 or 2 MP items and 2 HP items.
something like that. Yeah, it's
and
really
3 spirits.
it's nice because after fighting.
No, it's 1 MP item, 2 HP, 1 gemstone. Sorry.
No, it's okay. After fighting, caterpillar, giant dragon, he's not gonna be nice to me. I swear.
You got it.
All the restoring items kind of helps make up for that fight.
The getting to the fight, really, not even the fight itself.
That's true.
Because a lot of those fights on the way, like the red jellies are sketchy at first. They were doing half my HP.
I mean, I don't have a nice relationship with the dragon. He's kind of a jerk when I run this game.
I do it this way.
So I'm really hoping he cooperates. Hopefully.
All right. So Leonardo is a genius magician from Baragoon,
Oh my
and he
goodness,
wants
he
to
is.
test us. He's a genius. He's going to use this attack.
Keep in mind the whole he's a genius.
I'm working really hard to dodge this guy.
Yeah,
You got to
it's
understand.
Matrix tier moves right now. You can
is
see him doing the somersaults.
Very
and-
difficult. And I'm
yeah.
also working really hard to dodge that attack
Oh my goodness,
too.
yeah, it's...
So in the JP version, they actually fix this. Water Pillar he can actually cast upwards, thankfully, because otherwise the fight is just this. And normally we would use what's that attack called? Magnet Rock, and that takes like 4 hits. But for marathon safety, I'm actually going to do melee because one, it gives us HP. Oh, I have to move. It's going to give us HP, and it's also going to give me MP back because we can't actually save here. It basically saves us an MP item, gives us a little more time on the defense grind to get us just a little bit higher, and a little bit higher is always good. Okay. He has 300-ish HP,
Give or take, yeah.
something like that.
He's pretty much a pushover, though.
Oh, he's a joke.
Yeah.
I still save before him because I've died. I've been like, oh yeah, he's just using Water Pillar, and then I don't move and look away, and he's hit me like 6 times with the other attack. Like, oh, well.
Oh, wyverns.
This is normally about a 30 to 40 second fight using. Oops, didn't hit him. Using Magnet Rock, but I just want the full MP.
Yeah, because you're going to do your first defense grind after this fight.
The only defense grind.
Yeah.
My only defense grind. I'm gonna get enough that we're good for the rest of the run.
Yeah, and I'll
Alright.
be doing the same defense grind as him, and then the same thing. Like once I'm done that, that's it for the rest of the run.
I love Leonardo's text. You're very good. I mean, I guess? I don't know. I was just kind of taking a nap and you left.
Just in that whole good sir, good sir.
Bum, 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 bum. Pick up the last 2 spirits, and then we're going to start the defense grind. The defense grind. It's about 5 minutes. Yeah, if you got donations, now is an excellent. Well, actually, let me explain defense first. The reason I do the defense grind here, let alone the amount of damage that I'm going to be taking, is they also do physical damage as well as, just a lot of damage. And the physical damage actually gives us HP as well as defense, which is just like a little bit of extra from dying later on. Now, if you got donations, now is an excellent time.
I do have a few for you guys here. I have $5 from Don Fargo that says, good luck to both runners, but more luck to Pasama.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Donation to Pasama's
God,
choice.
45. Get some.
Ooh,
That was scary.
I'm a lot weaker than I usually am.
You didn't save after Leonardo.
No, I
did you?
did.
Oh, you did?
I always save before I come in here.
Okay.
All right, so Dragon, cooperate, please.
We're looking for ants, and they're probably going to be doing a lot more damage than I'm used to, so, I might die here. No, they did 36 a time. We're good.
Thank goodness. Thank you, Dragon. You're the best. I'm still going to call you a giant shrimp, though, so take that.
Nice.
Nice.
He's never going to cooperate ever again after this.
I know that feel. So we're looking for term ants. I didn't mention that.
Are they termites? I call them ants.
Yeah, they're term ants is the official name.
Huh.
And we're just getting everything else.
I mean, you could try to drop an item. I hear that's how you track ants.
I do have bread. I have lots of
Oh,
bread.
so you should drop your bread.
Unfortunately, I can only do that in the JP version.
Oh, the JP version has so many advantages.
Yeah, you can drop items. You can sort your inventory.
The running.
You can run.
Sorting inventory. How
Yeah.
spoiled.
I
Right?
know. We haven't
All right.
mentioned the names either. The differentiation, like It's called, like, for here it's Quest Game Boy Color.
Quest RPG Brian's Journey.
Yep.
And then the JP name is, I think someone sent that to me a little while ago. Let me take a quick look, see?
You got the time.
Yes, I do. Ah, there we are. Make sure. They might be able to do 21, so I'm going to heal. It is Elemental Tail, Jack's Great Adventure, Demon's Counterattack. That is the full JP name.
And then what's the PAL one?
There isn't a PAL one.
Okay, never mind. PAL was not, lucky to have this glorious game.
Yeah, PAL didn't get a release of this. Alright, so you notice I'll be using heal 2. I want to skip turns whenever I can. Because we used to just do heal 1, and you would heal every turn. You notice this animation is very...
And we waste a
very
lot
slow.
of items during that.
Yeah. Use a lot of healing items, use a lot of MP items. The same amount of MP items, really, but healing items as well. But if you just make sure you know what damage they can do to kill you, and then just heal 2. Heal 2 will always put you up just enough to never die.
You're not using that much more MP because you're still getting the free turn to recover 1 every few.
That's the big
Yeah.
thing. You get some MP back because you skip a turn.
You at least get 2 MP back and then heal, which for 3, so you technically only losing the 1. Alright.
Yeah, 1 every 3 casts or something.
Yeah.
You got any more donations?
I do. I have a $100 donation from Rook the Hammer. It says, glad I had a chance to catch this run live. This game is seriously underrated. $40 to each runner's choice and $20 to PJ's.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
And on the topic of the runner's choices, we have some amazing bid wars, some amazing challenges that are coming up, and we are just a hair from 63K. So if you guys want to get donations in, now is a great time to do it with a lot of incredible incentives you can meet before this run is even over. So get them in while you guys still have the opportunity to do so.
Keep going.
Actually, I was
Okay.
first going to say, is that a Palmer I hear?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
I have $25 from
20 to
Fens. 20 plus $5 from Fens that says, when I played the game on the 64, I rubber banded my controller to make Brian run in circles
Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
that's correct.
in order to max my agility. But I kind of wish I had just gotten this version instead.
Nah.
Yes, it's the better version.
64 all the way.
Same.
This version is much, much nicer.
Yeah.
Yay, ants. Or, I mean, termites. Or
Termants.
Termants.
Yeah.
Termants.
There seems to be quite the hot debate.
Oh no, they're giant ants in this version. They're termants in 64.
You mislead me.
I actually have been reading their names.
You're tearing me apart.
I'm sorry, I think.
You guys have spurred quite the hot debate on which Quest game is
Yeah,
better.
64.
Oh, good. No, clearly the Game Boy one. I'm sorry. I mean, we have not brought up the third Quest game to really throw a wrench into the system.
It's
so,
not even a good game. Just
No, we have to. Well, I guess we could talk about it. We have time right now.
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Might as well talk about it. So it's called Quest Fantasy Challenge. It is a reskin of a game that Sunsoft made called Mr. Do, which is already a ripoff of Kinda Dig Dug.
Oh, it's a reskin of Mr. Do?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Mr.
Yeah.
Do is awesome.
The positive thing about the game.
We're going to have to review this debate now.
It's actually
See, when you
it's actually
pitched it to
pretty
me, it was very different.
The nice thing about that game, though, the music is really good in
yeah,
it.
and the sprite work's actually pretty on
Yeah.
point too.
But it's not really an RPG. Or, yeah.
It's something.
Yeah. Like, I mean, when I first started speedrunning, I saw the game, and for some reason, I'm like, oh, cool, I'll learn it. And I'm like, what? This is not what I expected. So, yeah, if chat wants to debate about which quest is better, we just threw the third one in, so have fun.
To Pasama's point, if you guys want to have the deciding vote on which Quest 64 is definitively
Quest
better.
Yeah, which,
I know where your vote's at. All right, 36. I am good.
36 is nice.
All right.
You
So
said your target here is around 34?
34, 35, so 36 is more than I would normally
Yeah.
get.
Okay,
And that's just because of the taking the Leonardo fight with just a bunch of melee.
sure.
All right, and save there because I, remember they were doing like 18 damage or 20 damage. He just did 3.
And that was 3 across 3 hits.
Yes. Yeah, so the way spells work in this game, anything that hits multiple times, each thing has its own damage. So if I use a damage reduction spell, the minimum of each thing is still 1 damage, which is hilarious when there's certain spells that hit a lot, which we will talk about way later when it kills us about 30 times.
Yep. Fun times. Fun times.
Yeah, and we should also note, the reason we do the defense grind all in one encounter is because your defense doesn't get recalculated until the encounter ends, even if you use a defense up item.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting my HP to be low.
So if you die in this game, what happens?
You game over.
Is that it? You don't
yeah.
get sent back to a town or anything?
Yeah,
No.
you game over.
Okay.
So saving is necessary.
Yeah.
I've when I first learned this run, I learned this run as a 12-hour challenge, and I mean, I kept forgetting to save, and there was a lot of repeating certain segments.
Yeah.
And I had the sticky note with the black Sharpie saying "Save often for the love of toast."
Yeah, when I first learned this run, I actually printed out every single map of the game and was like, okay, where am I? I'm here. I have to go there. Okay. And then still get lost anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can... Nah, it didn't happen. You can turn the same frame you pick up a chest. It's worthless. Just looks cool. All right. So I actually remembered to pick up those gemstones. Those are the ones I always forget. Is those gemstones. All right. Now we're going to go up to the bad boy Zels. And have some more fun dialogue, which I will read out in a moment. Alright, and the line is like 2 steps from where I am, so I'm just going to heal here. Save. Oh yeah, we can remember to press start to exit the menu, I always forget. So, hey look, Zeus and Leonardo facing off. Leonardo being like, yeah, I'm stronger than you, even though you beat me by not moving.
My money's on Leo.
That's... Brian, don't meddle, I can take care of him alone.
Well, I guess.
Oh, what? Brian, be careful. This is a tough guy.
He found the sweet spot.
Right? Yeah. He didn't move, and he got me. All right, so this is the first boss where we actually want him to use one of his 2 attacks first, and he did the right one first, and then he did the wrong one, and my buff missed.
Oh no.
So, because my defense is a lot higher, actually that doesn't kill me, but if you notice, that did a lot of damage. But if he does it again, now it's going to do like 4 versus like 40. Yeah, 7. Alright, so something to note, I'm going to be using a spell called Wind Bomb for a lot of boss fights. I'm going to be standing in a particular spot, this little spot right here. If you do that, Wind Bomb actually hits like additional time and it does way more damage. So like if you don't stand here, it does like 2/3 the damage. It's kind of crazy. And he has about 600-ish HP. Not a whole lot.
Alright, so I am good. We can advance. Pickles.
Alright. Yeah, there we go. And he just explodes.
Nice.
And all the bosses don't really feel so good when you beat them.
They should have, not ate those tacos.
I apologize to you all. I just wanted to protect everyone. And then he doesn't feel so good. And then Leonardo just says, yeah, I'm still better than you. We'll have to postpone our match. And then Layla comes back. Hey, the orb you gave me broke. Get me another one. Epona, come on, man. We get sent to Epona. Epona says, hey, get the actual Mermaid Orb. Oh, you're holding out on me? Come on.
Yeah, the last one was a water balloon.
Yeah, right? Borrow it from Colleen.
So that last boss fight was an example of a fair fight because Zeus was resistant to wind.
Yes. Yeah. The rest of the fights.
They're going to have problems.
Yeah, I think I've seen you when you run Quest 64. Sometimes your run died to him.
Oh, it dies to Zeus, it dies to Nepti, it dies to
Guilty.
Guilty, Bogus, Mammon, or every enemy in Mammon's world. Alright. So actually, I might not... If I had 33 win, I can actually one-shot this like mini boss fight that's coming up.
It's a really scary boss though. Like brace yourselves, guys.
Yeah, it's really sketchy.
Very sketchy.
And sometimes you can get an item.
Did he just say, what do you plan to do? And your responses
Yes,
were yes,
yes,
and no?
yes.
All right.
Yep.
What do you plan to do? Yes.
What do you plan to do? Yes. Oh, he'll
All right, good. I'm glad I wasn't just misreading that.
Nope. So yeah, Keliak's pretty petrified of this enemy
I
that
see something. Be careful.
that just came on the boat. It's a serious boss. Just be ready,
It's
guys.
just a generic monster number 1.
It's a sunfish. They're really scary.
Yeah, he's really scary.
They're so sunny and happy, and yeah, they're really scary. And there he goes. It was a tough fight.
Poor fish.
We do get a level out of it, which is nice. Wow, saved! I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then the sweet boat song. We can't
Yeah.
forget to mention that.
And then Kiliak's gonna... Kiliak's basically a bro as his character. And we go to talk to Colleen. Wow, Brian, I'm surprised. You know this pirate? He sickens me. The strangest in the lake is not my doing. There, something is strange. Was it because your treasure's stolen? Well, it was my mistake for allowing the water jewel to be stolen. Where did the thief go? Brian actually talks. You just don't notice it. He stole the water jewel? It looks as if the enemy escaped to the bottom of the lake from Stone Circle. You really blew it. There's a fissure at the bottom of the lake, and it's impossible to reach unless you have considerable power. I will get it back. Of course you are.
Dibs.
Good boy! You're a spirit tamer after all. That's how it should be. Why don't you keep quiet, Kiliak? Brian, please bring back the water jewel. Okay.
I just love the fact that Brian's like, I'll do it. I'm assuming
Yeah.
I'm extremely powerful to do this.
Yeah,
Why
I'm probably
not?
strong enough.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Now we're head over to Nepti. Ignore some encounters. We don't really need to fight anything ever again except boss
No.
fights.
We're going to see some interesting ones on this path, though.
Yeah.
They still do a lot of damage.
You got the bouncy lemon drops again.
Yeah.
Someone who said they were rare, they're just
I
kinda-
was. We did a practice one earlier. It's like I don't see those guys ever, and then got like 3 or 4
Three.
encounters in a row.
Yeah. They're really excited to be at Limit Break, so they gotta show up.
The game knows.
Yeah.
Okay, those guys can use Ice Knife. They're the strongest hitting enemy here. Alright. I still probably won't do much damage. Hey, look, Termance again. He did 2 damage this time.
Aren't they ants?
Giant ants, sorry. They're Termance in Quest 64, alright? Hey, Grengok.
Yay!
Fish stick. They're really annoying in the 64 version. They're jokes. They can't move. They use water, walking, and if you're in the right spot, they can't hit you.
I really want to be punny, but I'll hold back.
Go for it.
They actually can't move in this one?
Yes.
Wow.
They actually will not move. So you just kill one, and then you can get all your MP back if you're in a bad spot. All right.
So this is the fissure. It's really blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's pretty much a straightforward path. You actually don't get encounters in that
Yeah, no
level place.
encounters here. Yeah.
I think that's besides towns, that is the only place you don't get enemy encounters.
Yeah, that might be right, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I always save like 7 times because it saves so fast. You're only a child. What did you come here for? No one will stand in my way. Okay. She can use 1 or 2 attacks.
I love that wiggle animation.
And this this is the attack that takes 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It also hits really hard. My defense is a lot higher than normal, so not scary.
But Nepti in this one, she's
Okay.
a pushover. It's,
Oh, we use Wind Bomb.
yeah.
474. And dead.
Yep.
Ridiculous damage.
No, don't clap for that. It doesn't deserve it.
Moment of silence for poor Nepti.
So to note, all the bosses dissolve if you talk from them from the bottom or top. But Nepti, if you talk to her from the side, she just disappears.
I'm just gonna point it out. I did get that item drop.
Oh,
so
nice.
the happy little sunfish drops honey bread. You can see why he's happy. He got honey bread.
He's got bread. You
Yeah.
need bread to beat the game.
Pretty sweet bread too. Ha ha ha.
Uh,
Sorry. Sorry, I had to roll that one out.
I will allow it.
Okay.
I will allow that one too.
It's a doughy pun.
You're killing me.
So squishy. So fresh. Okay, I'll try not. I'll refrain from puns now. I'm so sorry.
Go for it.
Although, not much to say right now. Do we have any donations?
Yes.
We do
Awesome.
have some donations. We have $100
Holy
from
pickles.
Jason LaRose that says, "Sorry, Pasama. It's way too late at night, and I'm on far too little sleep to have much in the way of puns for you. But I just wanted to say I really liked your Tecmo Secret of the Stars run
Aw.
last year.
Well, thank you.
That was a good run.
Donation goes to Pasama's Choice."
Well, thank you. Really appreciate it.
All right, we're gonna go back to Colleen with the Water Jewel.
The new and improved water jewel.
Water Jewel. This is actually Water Jewel 3.0.
Just
we're
think.
gonna-
Just
we're-
think. Oh, sorry.
We're gonna go talk to Epona, and she's gonna be like, "Actually, you hold on to that one. Here's another one."
Just think of it as like the whole iPhone thing, where you get that iPhone and you find out like 2 months later the new one came out, and then you get the new one, and then a week later the new one came out.
It's probably for the best that you hang on to it. Opponent's just been using them as stress balls.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
why they
rub me
break.
another one. Oh, it broke.
Well, we're unfortunately giving this new and improved water orb to what's her pickle, Lila.
Lila.
And
Lila.
good chance she's gonna break it again.
Well,
so
she doesn't at least during this game.
we may have to OtterBox that water gem so she doesn't break it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, you returned safely. I'm gonna do my dance again and fix the water. I actually don't know what's wrong with the water other than it's not working.
It could be the
The
lagoon.
wa-
It
the-
could be the lagoon factor. Like it's poisoned.
Yeah, the water's muddy.
Yeah. Even though it looks clear and blue.
I like your explanation. The water's not working.
And if you recall, the enemies here hit really, really hard earlier. Let's see I want to see the Ghost Hound. Can compare the damage from last time. Of course, I'm getting all the encounters, and I'm actually faster than.
He knows better.
Yeah, they know better.
Yeah.
For sure. They'll get shown.
It's past their bedtime.
But they're ghosts. Do they have bedtime?
Yes. Just not a.
Boop, boop, boop. Hey.
I really like the adaptations that they made for the spell animations in this.
Oh yes, they did a great job.
Yeah, there's some really impressive spells, like especially for on the Game Boy Color.
Yeah, for sure.
Once we encounter LeVar, he's got some interesting spells. Mammon as well, and Fargo too. But well,
Yep.
Fargo.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Quest 64 had like what 5 spells that were just the same recolored steam animation.
Yeah.
At least
It's like
3.
wind bomb, hot steam. There was an ice one,
There's ice wall.
ice wall.
There isn't an earth one, I don't think,
No.
because Avalanche exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate part about Quest 64. It's basically, in a nutshell, the game just got rushed.
Yeah.
And if it had a little bit more time, we would have had a better game, and
Maybe.
possibly this game would have never.
This is exactly what we had hoped for. Just less cutscenes.
Yeah, because I remember like they were really pushing Quest because they wanted it out
Before Ocarina of
before
Time.
Ocarina of Time and as a launch title, so there was so much pressure on getting this game 64 released.
The first RPG.
Yeah, and well, yeah.
Also in the top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even RPGs, like just thinking RPGs wise, there's not a lot on the N64.
There's 4 in the US, and there's an additional 4 that are JP only.
Yeah. And well, we can't. Well, Ogre Battle is the better out of them, but I mean, yeah, the rest are.
I mean, Aiden Chronicles is pretty great.
Are you counting Paper Mario?
Oh, I forgot Paper Mario. I'm sorry, I forgot about it.
I was gonna say Ogre Battle ahead of Paper Mario.
I forgot about Paper Mario. Yeah, oops. Like my mind's going to there's also Hybrid Heaven, and well, not many people talk about that one. But yeah.
It just snuck by.
Yeah.
We're in
Oh, you're in
Limeland.
that town. Oh.
Yes, we're in Limeland.
So guys, brace yourselves. We're getting to that lotto we talk about. Get ready for epic lotto action.
It's about time to start keeping track of how many times
Yeah.
we're going to reset.
Yeah, Chad, you're more than welcome. We're explaining the
Count with us.
lotto, but definitely put in your input of how many resets we're gonna have. For those generous, thank you. For those going high numbers, thank you as well, because that may happen. I will let Bing explain the bird lotto.
So we are going to get an item so that we don't have to grind defense anymore. It's going to give us about 20 levels in defense just straight up for free. But we have to spend 7 spirit gemstones to play the lottery, walk a certain amount of distance in the overworld, and then save, and then hopefully a bird will come to us and say, "You win!" But usually the bird's going to say, Suck it, nerds.
So yeah, basically what we have to do is just restart, load the save file, rinse, wash, repeat.
Yeah.
Maybe quote some like quotes from the room, some sad little like sighs.
You're tearing me apart, bird.
Yeah.
You're just a chicken. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Good movie.
It's a movie.
I like my cheesy movies.
I love it. I'm not saying it's good though. All right. I'm finishing up, just clearing up a lot of spirits. There is many in this area. Speaking of which, in terms of, I mentioned how many resets and, $2. If I get it first try, I'm just going to straight up do a $100 donation because that doesn't happen ever.
Yeah, that rarely happens. I'd be very impressed.
I will freak out. I think the best I've gotten is like 2 or 3. I've only gotten ones and just putzing around with the game.
Yeah, I've gotten. Oh, I died. Oops. I was not paying attention. Oopsies.
Oh.
You didn't see that, guys.
We did, because it cost Bing.
One. There we go. One.
All right, just going to save here in case I accidentally grab the wrong thing. We say yes to joining the lottery and then no for an explanation because we don't care. All right, there's several items we could win. Secret Potion, which is a full HP and MP. So there's 3 items here. We want the Cape. Cape is the defense item. Staff will actually increase our physical damage, and Badge will reduce our encounters by 50%. However, it takes way too long to get that many Spirit Gemstones, so we will just grab the defense one.
Yeah, the game encourages you to go, explore the town, gather the wings, get the Spirit Gemstones, go back here, try your luck at the lotto, rinse, wash, repeat.
Yeah.
Are they limited in quantity?
The warrior stuff, yes. There's one
sorry,
of
the
each.
spirit gemstones.
No. There's a limited amount of chests with them, but like the cockatrice enemy that we saw a little while ago, there's certain enemies. I just know he does offhand because I had to farm it one time.
Okay.
But yeah, some enemies can drop them.
I was going to say, that would be exceptionally cruel to have unique items that you can only get from limited
Yeah, right?
limited quantity items, and there's only a chance of getting it after that.
Okay, so I know the specific pathing that I'm going to take when I'm going to get the bird, and I believe Pod is the same pathing I do now.
Yeah, I mean, I may flub a step or two, but it's the exact same path.
Yeah, as long as I move exactly right, I know the exact spot that the bird will show up and say, haha, restart.
So hopefully you guys are ready for good old bird RNG. It's a pigeon, so I guess you could call it squab RNG. Pigeon RNG, bird.
Burb, please.
I'm just winging it.
Board, please, really. Alright.
Do you guys got a second for a couple quick donations?
Go for it.
Well, it looks like Quest 64 is its representation is pretty significant. So
Nice.
if you guys want to
What
decide
I'd
what
like to hear.
the definitive best quest is, get those donations in, and your voice will be heard.
A crowd of fine taste.
Oh,
Agreed.
Panda.
We got a $40 a $40 donation from Genesic Gunlian that says, I was hoping to see some Quest 64, but I'll take some Quest RPG action.
Thank you.
Alright,
Gonna-
sorry.
so go ahead.
I'll say a quick thing. The bird is going to show up right at this corner, right here.
Oh, bird.
Alright. First reset.
Oh.
Yep.
Aw.
All right.
1. Actually, 2. But 1 for the bird.
Yes, 2, yeah.
Alright, so actually, since I didn't get first try, I'm going to actually save here
So-
instead.
So wait, is there a loophole? Can I just constantly reset then?
Please don't.
I mean, it's a loophole.
2. Go ahead and read. I'll just count while you're talking.
We have a $25 donation from Colin Bolts that says, great job to everyone at RPGLB and good luck runners. Quest 64 is 2OB. 2OP, rather. Go Bing or go home.
Give Pasama some love.
It's okay.
Alright, so this is for... expecting around 30.
What are the odds of winning?
It's like less than 10%.
Okay.
5, I think.
I agree.
The
5.
game's pretty cruel.
I want to say it's like 1 or 2%, now that I think about it. I said 10% earlier, that's not right at all. 6.
Yeah, a lot of world records get ruined because of
This.
Bird.
7. You could technically RNG manip this, but the RNG ticks so quickly that you'd have to be very, very, very perfect. What's that, 8 now?
8, yeah.
You're gonna get it first try. 9. Usually this goes the other way. I get it like 3rd or 4th try, and she gets it like 12.
I know.
What was that, 10?
Yeah.
Okay, this is 11.
Well, if it fails, it's 10.
Oh, that's 10, okay.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'll take a quick second to remind everybody that this is RPG Limit Break 2019, sponsored by Twitch, and it's coming to you from Salt Lake City, Utah.
12.
We are raising money for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which was formed in 1979 as a grassroots advocacy organization by a group of parents whose children suffered with serious mental illnesses, and NAMI have maintained that focus to this day. So you can take pride in knowing that your donations are going to a great cause and possibly deciding which quest is
14.
So 13 resets?
Yeah, 14th try.
All right.
Hey! 1.
1.
13. So we're at 14 resets, that's 15. I'll keep track in my head, sorry.
I'm just gonna save a little closer.
best. 14 for you said, Bing?
2.
Yeah. Or
What was-
14th try.
What was, yeah, 14th try.
13 resets.
13 resets, yeah.
So we're at 15 resets. I'm just counting total. You've done 2 here. 16, 17.
3.
4.
I've got you too. I got
Okay.
back up.
Oh,
Ooh.
5.
Nice.
holy pickles.
That's 20 resets total now.
Yeah, so 18 from Bird. I think someone you had one on Birds? Were
I'll
you
do-
going to do $1 for Bird reset?
I'll do 2 on birds.
2 on Birds?
2 on
All
Birds.
right, 13 for Bing and 5 for Pa.
I'll do 1 on birds.
Although while we're waddling through this lovely mines, do you have any more donations?
Yeah, 20.
I do have some
Awesome.
donations here for you. I have $25 from Fens that says, PJ, which do you
Oh, no.
prefer, Quest 64 or Quest on Game Boy Color?
Oh, no contest. Quest 64, of course.
Well, so far, my friends, it looks like Quest 64 is comfortably in the lead. But you guys can make your voice be heard. Get those donations in and let us know which quest is best.
I mean, this is no contest. You may as well just say, like, throw Quest 64 in the Final Fantasy poll.
No, okay, I'm gonna one. I'm gonna one tier it in my repertoire of games. Ancient Rome and Power of Dark Side.
Quick note. Hey, look, it's LeVar who we spoke to earlier. We're going to fight
Okay.
him. He mentions he's cursed and cannot die because he called upon the evil power or ultimate power or something to that effect. Any case, he can do 2 attacks. He can do Fireball, or he can do this. This does a lot of damage. And it can also cast a bunch. That hurts a lot. I really did not want to see that. I don't want to just do Fireball 2. Like that, or 3 rather. It does a measly 3 damage. So Fireball 3, please.
784 damage
Yeah, he died in
versus
turns.
3.
Yeah, he's 1,000 HP, and we kill him in 2 turns. That's all for now. I'll be waiting for you at Barragoon. Goodbye.
Also, probably worth mentioning that even though they did win the lottery, they don't have the Warrior Escape yet.
Yes.
No, not yet.
We will we don't really need it yet. We're going to get it exactly when we need it, and the last chance that we can actually get it, we get extra bit of damage here and there. It's going to give us every little bit of defense, which is super useful. If we got it now, we'd be fine, but then we'd be kind of messed up a little later and have a bad time.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone's noticed, this is Barragoon Tunnel. In the 64 version, we would fight Shelf here, but Shelf isn't really here.
Shelf is in another tunnel. Haha.
She was in another castle. We fight Fargo instead. It was in Boil Hole. Welcome, little boy. And he wants to, I don't know, kill us or something. So he can do 2 attacks. He can do Meatballs of Death, or he can do Flaming Area.
That's such a sick animation for Game Boy Color.
We want Flaming Area. It's a little slower, but it also won't kill us. Meatballs will kill us. Alright. And as a reminder, Wind Bomb, if we stand here, hits an extra time. Oh, here's Meatballs. And you can technically dodge them. If you wow. That's...
Wow.
I've never been able to dodge that many
That's
before.
impressive.
Yeah, but he dies in 2 turns.
And so does LeVar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So does Nepti. I'll look and encounter immediately. Thanks, game.
Oh, I should save. There we go.
Yes, always save. Speaking of which. More often than not, with when we do the normal route, we won't pick up all these extra items. We'll usually be having 1 or 2 HP and MP item, and it's really sketchy to get out of here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would normally see shelf here, but it's just stuff. Floating squares of squariness. Got any more donations?
I do. I have $40 from Professor Palmer.
Oh boy.
Hi, Palmer.
Wow. I wonder who that is.
I don't know.
Says I forgot the total of birds.
You had one job,
18.
Palmer.
Yeah.
It was 18.
Well, then there you go.
You did it. Nailed it. Plus interest.
Yeah,
Shipping
exactly.
and handling. And,
Exactly. Thank you. I have $36 from someone who didn't forget the total of birds. Jason LaRose chipping in
the meatballs.
for bird resets. Donation incentive goes to you, sir, Mr. Announcer. Though I didn't catch your name.
That's 21 resets total, I think.
2 for her. I don't know if you had 1 before.
I haven't.
Okay.
She's
No.
had 3 boss fight resets, I believe. And then all the bird stuff. So I think we're
Have
at
you had
21.
3?
Yes, giant.
Yeah, I believe we're at 21 total
Okay, then yes.
restarts.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. I missed 1 earlier then.
I may have brain farted.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
nothing
when,
to see here.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, exactly. Nothing. Yeah, exactly. Nothing to see here.
All right. Boop, 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 boop. And we're just heading on to the next area. All these guys kind of keep track of how much damage they're doing right now. 15, 16 or so. Yeah, that'll change soon. But really, nothing crazy going on. We're just doing our little walk over to Barragoon. We're
Yeah.
gonna walk through Boil Hole. It's kind of a nice little break from fighting bosses. Keep the donations coming if you got them.
I do.
Perfect.
I have $25 from Graz that says, great event, everyone, and great luck with the runs.
Thank you.
And I have $15 from Svenel that says nothing. So thank you so much for that donation, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, all these enemies in here hit really hard, especially Ghost Stalker. So in the 64 version, Ghost Stalker's in Glencoe Forest. I'm pretty sure might be the hardest hitting enemy in the game. They hit like trucks.
I honestly don't even remember that enemy in Quest 64.
Yeah, they're... Oh yeah, and if you remember Rockies, they are incredibly slow. I cannot tell you how slow they are. There are not words to describe it in 64. They are very fast in this one.
Imagine a loading zone every time they stepped.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Hopefully we won't see the Ghost Stalker. They're only kind of in the middle area. Hey, look, lions. Yeah, if I go first, it just means I'm faster than the enemies, and there's not many at this point. And by not many, I mean probably like 2.
Yeah, one thing I'm going to do when I get to that volcano area, I'm going to take a little bit of a detour to pick up a Dragon's Potion. What Dragon Potion does, it heals your MP for 999. It's just a nice little safety net, regardless if I'm running low on MP items. You can find Dragon Potions in
A couple different
a
places.
couple places, yeah.
There's some enemy that drops them probably.
Hopefully.
I-
They're pretty handy.
God, I hope so. I
Yeah.
don't know.
If they do, I can imagine it being incredibly, low drop rate.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the same drop rate as every item in the game. 'Cause I'm pretty sure all the drop rates are equal. So this is the best encounter for the Rocky because that bottom one will always walk up and throw a rock. It's very quick. Fantastic. Oh, don't want to go that way. We used to go up to that inn. Sorry.
Mhm.
So we're maxed out on wind. You're taking Earth right now for Magnet
Shelf.
Rock?
Yes,
Yeah,
for
for
Magnet
Shelf.
Rock.
Okay.
Shelf is another wind element. Theoretically, I should stop really, but the more Earth we have, the faster that fight will be. And not having to use an MP item, the fight's just slow.
Yeah.
If we go in what we'd normally go in with is like 21,
Give
we
or
would
take.
probably be doing like 70 damage, I think.
Okay.
Alright, so now we're going to pick up our cape. Pick up the black wings. Hope I didn't miss any wings anywhere. This is the time I check. Okay, cool, I didn't. That would be bad. I just used the black wings.
I've done that before.
I've done that several times.
Escape.
Thinking about the other wings that I need, and I'm like, I'll just use these that I just picked up. Why? Now, we actually want to go back to Mill Road. And we're going to go to our bedroom where they deliver the cape to our mailbox. The only mailbox in the game.
Mhm.
Apparently, we're the only person that gets letters in this entire island.
Just haven't signed up a digital account yet.
Right?
Not old enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only 10. And boom, defense.
It's not really a mailbox. It's a birdhouse.
It's something.
That explains everything.
Alright. Use these again, pick them up again, heal, and then we get to have a bit of a cutscene and probably the worst boss fight.
Yeah.
And by probably, I mean yes, he's the worst boss fight. So we're going to fight LeVar once, twice. The first fight can go to crap really quickly. Usually doesn't. He can use Fireball 3, which is measly 3 damage, or he can use the Dragon Breath again, which hits really hard. Usually you get 2 Fireballs, take 6 damage, move on to the next fight. You fight him again immediately.
Mhm.
And he has 2 attacks. He uses Ice Knife, and he also uses Ice Chainsaw of our immediate doom.
Yeah, and the ice chainsaw it's a homing attack. Like it's really hard to dodge it. Sometimes you can dodge it with the help of giant shoes,
Yeah.
but it's somewhat not worth using giant shoes. It's really situational.
Yep.
Because in a perfect combat, what you want to do is hopefully he doesn't cast that first. You want to get the spirit armor up, and then just if he casts that ice chainsaw, immediately heal afterwards, and just beat the snot out of him.
He will tell us everything if we can beat him.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, cool. That's the optimal fight there. Beautiful. 2 turns. And he says, you become strong. The real fight is now.
Mhm.
Alright. Good. That's the attack we want. I actually do want to use Spirit Armor. It's not really going to make much of a difference, but...
No miss.
Okay, cool. Yeah, boss can miss. So I'm going to move to a spot I like to stand at.
Oh,
There's
there
Murder
it is.
Chainsaw. So even though I use Spirit Armor...
Yeah.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage.
Spirit Armor actually really doesn't affect it because each thing is an individual hit, which is really goofy. So it would have probably done the same amount of damage, maybe a little bit more without Spirit Armor, but not by much. Alright, he takes like 1 or 2 more hits, I believe. But he's super
Yeah.
duper nice. 1 Ice Chainsaw is
Yeah,
fantastic.
he cooperated.
I will take that.
Yeah.
I was expecting to restart a couple times here. He thanks you for dying. He opened the L-Tail book and got overpowered by the spirits themselves.
So Bing's gonna watch a cutscene. There is cutscenes in this game. Very fancy.
That is.
hmm?
Sorry, I was reading.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Nah. Find out Donaldo, a character we didn't know before. And then we're going to be sent to jail after, they shoot the monastery with cannons. Suddenly cannons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they shoot the monastery, and the monastery... what's this? The monastery is floating. Turns out the monastery is
Surprise.
where Mammon is. He is locked in there.
Which I think you've mentioned it's different from Quest 64.
They don't explicitly mention it as 64, but you kind of get the idea because you go onto the monastery and it's floating in space.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dad! How's it going? finally caught up to you. Leonardo helped him, and we're gonna go see what's up with Bogus and Donaldo. Leonardo gonna show Donaldo what's what. Apparently, Donaldo was Leonardo's, I guess, boss, and Leonardo finds out that everyone's actually evil here, so he beats him up. And then Bogus.
Wow, Leo.
Bogus is just like, "You little upstart, I'll destroy you." And then our dad sacrifices himself, so hi dad, bye dad. Get some Bible thumbs out for him, please.
Yep. You
Man,
know,
if only-
positive.
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I can say positive. He finally
Bart
found his
is
way.
Dead.
He wasn't lost.
Rip dad.
Yeah.
Well, this is the longest cutscene in the game by a significant portion. And we find out the Grand Abbot is keeping the seal of Mammon's imprisonment, which happens to be the monastery. And then we get sent back here, rudely enough. And then we find out Shannon tells us that, you know, you can still save the world. You just need to get the mirror that's in the possession of Shilf. And then we talk to Leonardo and Flora, and we find out that Shilf is actually in Shamwood. The ruins in the desert. They don't call it Shamwood, but it's Shamwood. And cool. So, rudely enough, we get sent all the way back here, but we actually want to go back to the desert, so that's why we grabbed these.
Shout outs to that pattern, though.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
No ice
that is
chainsaw.
fantastic. He's never
Nice.
going to cooperate
Yeah.
after this.
Nice fight.
Yeah, sick.
Oh my goodness, that was really good.
You were getting close. I was wondering if, like, when he charges up the ice chainsaw, if you're too close, if you get hit during the wind-up.
Oh, you probably can. Actually, no, I know you can. I've done it before because
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
curious. You can also move with it and take more hits.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You can do that with any spell that moves like that. You just move along the path that it's taking, and you just get hit way more, and you die really fast.
Nice.
It's great. All right, yeah. Now all these guys are doing significantly less damage. If we see a red rose knight before, they were probably doing like 24 to 26 damage. They'd be doing a nice big old 1. That
So-
20 defense is significant.
So while Bing's backtracking and I'm going through this long, elaborate scene, do we have any donations?
We do. We have a $36 donation from Nemo2342 that says, "Getting in a quick bird donation. Thank you for an amazing event and a fantastic race." And the donation will go to the winner's choice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I do want to take this opportunity to remind you guys that we do have foreign language restreams. We have a French restream at twitch.tv/LesFrenchRestream, our German restream at twitch.tv/Germensch-Restream, and our Japanese stream at twitch.tv/Japanese_Restream. If those restreams can help you enjoy this marathon, then absolutely go check them out and send
go
them some
Stalker.
love.
Whoa, Ghost Stalker missed. That
Oh,
doesn't
nice.
that happens very rarely that any enemy ever misses. Usually it's the very beginning of the game. I've seen it maybe 10 times.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen them miss though, so that's never happened before.
Check that off my bingo card.
So yeah, you're getting pretty close to where you need to be.
Yep. We just have to wander back around, deal with all these bajillion encounters. That badge will be really useful right about now.
So you're heading to Shamwood right now?
Yes, sir. Shamwood and Shelf. And
So
Shelf
I
is-
was distracted because the Lavar fight of the century was happening.
Yeah.
Did you mention that Shamwood was the hidden town?
Yes.
Okay.
So
All right.
Shamwood is all the way in the southeast corner of this big square area.
Also known as desert.
Yeah, Dindrum. The area is called Dindrum Dries. But yes, this big desert. It's great. It's my favorite. It's so necessary. There is one spirit also way in the middle somewhere, kind of.
It's
little bit
close
north
to
and
the
west.
temple, if I remember correctly.
It's a little north and west from where the entrance is.
But by this point, like, we're gonna stop picking up spirits pretty quick here.
As soon as we beat Shilf, we're gonna be done
Yeah.
picking up any extra spirits.
And
I'm
then-
just grabbing more just to make her fight go faster.
Yeah, and then basically after Shelf, it's just kind of a beeline to get to Mammon's fight.
So if people know the game Binding of Isaac, it got its inspiration right here.
So sad.
Okay, pick up 2 items, get some more in Earth, and go talk to Shelf and show her what's what. So in the 64 version, LeVar is actually up here, and you can talk to him, and he says, I messed up. I tried to steal the L-Tail book. This is my punishment. He gets exiled for like 1,000 years or something. And he's just up here. It feels like he's going to be an extra boss, but they just decide to, hey, Isaac. They just decide to make him like the main part of the story in this one. All right. So Shilf has 3 attacks. Let's see. I have a lot of extra stuff, so we can totally do that. Shilf has 3 attacks. We can dodge 2 of them. We cannot dodge the third one. Third one is a homing attack. So I need to make sure I do my timing right if she does the red attacks. She's the protector of the mirror. Show that you have the power. So let's see if she does the right attack. Nope, she did that attack. That's one you can't dodge. I don't need to do that. Yeah, that's... Just need to use Magnet Rock. So she'll die. Yeah, that's the one. You can dodge that if you move right, but it's really hard. It's easier. You can't really dodge it from the side unless you have higher agility, but you can dodge it if you're below her every single time.
Yeah, usually the route is recommended to get underneath her, and then
Okay.
you're easy to move left or right.
It's right. Left you will get hit. Because she always shoots
Oh,
from
I
that
see.
side. So yeah, and if you dodge it, it saves a significant amount of time in this fight. Because the game lags when you take damage like that. If you move too early, she always does that. She's borderline manipulatable. Okay. Okay. One more hit, she's going to do the third attack that you only see when she's at low HP. If you move left, then right, you dodge it every single time. Easy peasy. Oh, that was too late. Timing's a bit off, but that's okay. It doesn't do much damage anyway.
Wow, nice.
Easy
Yeah.
fight. Alright, now we just toss everything into fire because we don't need any more spirits.
And fire just because it's the default cursor location.
Yep. And rudely enough, we can't use wings in here, so we actually have to leave. And we're going to head back to Dondrin, where there's the guy named Clay, who is a potter who fixes pottery.
Yep.
And mirrors. Make sure I pick up another yellow wings. I have forgotten to do that many times. Many, many, many times. Alright. Alright, what am I looking at? Let's see. What's my MP items? Oh, I have several. I'm more than good. Way more than good. I got a lot of HP item drops then. Goodness gracious. Okay, talk to him. We find out that, we could clean this mirror with a dragon scale. I wonder where a dragon is.
You can always go talk to Colleen, that's that dragon.
Right?
Yeah.
And they'd probably give it to us for free instead of having to do another fight.
Yeah.
This dragon's rude. He's like, I won't help you unless you show me that you're strong enough.
So yeah, basically the game's giving you a subtle hint that you have to backtrack to visit your favorite dragon of all time. And as being mentioned, you're going to have to fight him again to get that dragon scale.
And he has 2 attacks, slightly different. He does the fireball attack, which is very, very fast, or he does hydro pump, which takes about 8 years. So I'll probably get about 7 hydro pumps. Alright, let's see what he does. Okay, cool. He usually does that first. So I'll try to do the same thing where I stand on this rock and hold up. See if he does it. Okay, cool. Might be lucky this time. Find out. Cool. I think one more hit after this one. Yep. I think it's 4 hits, as I recall. That's a really good fight.
Well,
Oh, one more. I lied. You can't die to this fight unless you just skip your turns.
jeez. I'm not gonna lie. If they told me I needed dragon scales, I probably would have started like trying to farm the wyverns
Right.
for a rare drop instead of going to the boss named Dragon.
I'm pretty sure they give you a hint like Flora says, "Oh, remember the dragon in Normoon?"
Oh, okay.
So they like explicitly pointed out, if you don't have the wings, this takes forever.
A lot
Forever.
of traveling.
Let's see. What are my MP items looking at? I got 2 heroes drinks and a dragon's potion. All right, we're good. So I have way too many HP items. And now we're gonna go fight the bad man Guilty. Just save there just in case. I have died to Guilty before because of bad luck. So in the 64 version, Guilty and Mammon actually have no element, so they are 50% resistant to all spells. Thankfully, they got completely rid of that because that was awful. So Guilty's a pushover as long as I get a turn to actually cast Spirit Armor. And of course, you can always get it to miss a couple turns. It happens. Last time you get to hear the best music.
Yep.
And all our friends are coming to send us off and help teleport us to wherever they're teleporting us to. I think they teleport us to the castle?
Yeah, they do.
Brannock Castle, that's right. And then on top of Brannock Castle is the spirit circle or something, and you get sent to the monastery.
Unfortunately, they send you like right where Guilty is, just
Yeah.
kind of chilling. So it story-wise, it forces you into a fight.
I'll use you too in my experiments. All right, he does 2 attacks. He does big AoE, which is what we want. Or he does one that spins around him that actually hits way harder. So hopefully this won't miss again. I think it's missed twice.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've had it miss twice this run, I believe. Zealous and... No, maybe it's just missed
Yeah, I
once.
only saw the Zealous.
Maybe it was just one.
Oh no, you used giant shoes in the
Oh,
mist.
giant
Oh,
shoes
that's
missed,
right.
yes.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, that was it.
Both of his attacks are slow, so it doesn't really matter what he uses. That's not a good spot. That's not a good... come on. Okay, whatever. That's good enough, I think. No, that was not good enough. It was one step more.
So on the map, you're locked to like a half tile, right? Like every 4 pixels or something?
Something like that.
And in battle, is it every pixel you can move, or is it still the same grid? Do you know?
I think it's probably almost the same.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure. Because you don't get nice, like, you get the nice grids here
Yeah.
where you see how you walk, but
Yeah.
you don't have, I don't think any of the encounters have that.
Oh.
You get Hydro
Yeah,
Pump.
I got the Hydro Pump.
It doesn't, it does like no damage. It's just really slow.
It's not very effective, yeah. Yeah, the game didn't like me saying that.
No, it didn't.
So to put a perspective of where Bing is in this story, he's got about 2 boss fights left.
Yeah,
And then we're basically done.
Okay, I have MP items, so we're good. Alright, so there's a distinct possibility that my game crashes after this boss fight.
Hopefully it doesn't.
It's happened. And we fight Bogus. He hits kind of hard, but not too bad.
Yeah, Bogus is basically there just because he wants to be evil. That's all he wants to be.
He just wants power. He's aware that Mammon is using him. He don't care.
Yeah.
It's good to have goals.
Hmm.
Cool, that's the attack I want him to do.
So yeah, as you see, he charged at Brian there. It's what we want because it gets us closer. We can move around him and just wind bomb. If he didn't use that, we'd have to do a nice little walk towards Bigus and just take the damage.
One more hit and he should be dead.
Nice.
Alright, let's see if I can crash the game.
Hopefully not. Let's hope not.
Nah, it didn't crash. For whatever reason, like, he doesn't dissolve and it just stops. I thought it was just me hitting A after the fight stopped, but I don't know what caused it. I've only done it once. Well, once on Bogus. I did it recently on Nepti as well, the exact same thing. The game crashed immediately after the fight. Alright. So Shannon tells us that I actually worked for Mammon. And then we were tricked into bringing the 4 orbs, and I believe she gives us the L-Tail book right now, and says, you know, go fight Mammon. He's gonna go take over the world. And then Shannon's just like, yeah, I'm a puppet, just doing what Mammon tells me to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, fam. Unfortunately, getting any of the gems or even the L-Tail book does not make us any more powerful whatsoever.
Because you can't read the book.
I mean, I could. Let's see. Oh, well, I guess I'm not really reading the book, just its description.
You just read the back of the book?
Yeah.
Read
I read the
footnotes.
The cliff notes?
Cliff notes, yeah. So, fun fact, the enemies here, basically the same, or actually the exact same enemies as 64, except they are almost reverse order in terms of scariness. Pinheads, not scary. 2 of the 3 encounters you can get with pinheads, you can straight up dodge their attack. And the third one where they hit you, they don't really hit you that hard. I think this is the one where they hit you. No, that's the one you can dodge them. It's the one where they come up from the bottom. Judgments don't move, and they use Rock 3, and it doesn't hit you. You also go first. My Little Pony, or Pale Rider, as they're actually called. I always forget their names because I call them My Little Pony. They just do that. It does not much damage. And Spriggan, who's an absolute joke of an enemy in 64 version, he does silence or he punches you for like 20 damage, maybe.
Yeah.
Mind you, when you have about 200 HP, he does about 30 damage with Ice Knife in this version. It's sketchy. That's more than half our HP, pretty much, I think. What's my HP? I think it's 64. I have a lot more than I usually would. Usually I would have about 58 HP.
Yeah, I think normally you're in the run along 54 to 58.
Yeah. Oh, and you can get encounters in houses. It's great. My favorite. But yeah, they actually took all the areas from Mammon's World, just kind of put them into 2D. They did actually a really good job of transposing what it looks like.
Yeah, I like this area a lot.
Although it is quite literally a straight line.
Very long-winded.
So, as you recall from the 64 version, we used Avalanche to destroy everything. Avalanche is still really, really strong. Hey, look, speak of the devil.
Yeah.
He just used Large Cutter. It doesn't hit that hard. We used Avalanche in the 64 version to destroy everything. Avalanche is still really, really, really strong in this version, but you cannot hit Mammon with it. His hitbox is just his head, and we have this little strip of a path across the bottom, and he's like standing on the left side of the screen, and Avalanche just doesn't quite reach him. And as it turns out, Windcutter 3 does the most damage to him by a significant margin, as I recall. Avalanche would probably do more, but, you know, can't hit him. But yeah, Windcutter does 492 damage to him. He has 2,300 HP. It takes 9 hits to kill him. Okay, use Ice Knife. I want to see how much damage he does. But yeah, Spriggans are definitely a sketchy enemy here. Not so much. It's still like, you're not going to die in one turn unless you forget to heal. And I have such an excess of items that won't happen.
Yeah.
I think I have like 6 healing items. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Usually I have 1 and 1.
I think I saw a couple fresh breads in there.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Dark Mill Road. Alright.
So I'm going to say, is there any donations that could be snuck in at this time?
I do have some donations for
Awesome.
you. I have $10 from Colin that says, thank you again, everyone at RPGLB, for the great work. Shout outs to Pa and Bing for showcasing this great game. And Quest 64 is still the top tier game, of course. Good luck, runners. Dataface.
Thank you. Dataface indeed. Shannon gives us Mammon's key, and then there's this Spirit of Stone thing that just kind of comes up and
It's just chilling.
heals you. I don't know. They tried to introduce a way to give you a free heal. They could have just tossed like Epona or something, but no, they have this Spirit
Rock.
of Stone that has no other explanation to exist other than it's there. Sorry, it bothers me. Okay, that's the one encounter that they can hit you, is that one.
So Bing's right now, he's at the final area. So he's got a little bit of a trek, and then he'll be facing Mammon. And Mammon's interesting. He's got 3 attacks. We want a particular attack.
Two of them at least.
Yeah. What we're hoping for is the laser beams, so you can survive, dodge it, cast your spirit armor, and then you're good to go. Hopefully Spirit Armor doesn't wear off.
Yeah.
Because he's got the other two moves are a homing missile that if you can't cast Spirit Armor right away,
Will
you
destroy you.
yeah, you'll get destroyed. The other one is this Thunder Smoke one, which it's hard.
Usually the one you see.
Yeah, it's hard to dodge, and it can be done, but it's hard. It's another one that does a lot of damage.
And I'd like to read Mammon's thing because I imagine he talks like Christopher Walken with the pauses. Ha 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 ha. Brian. I've been waiting. It's been 1,000 years since I was imprisoned here. It was a long wait. Now release me from this bondage. At last I can fly away from this prison. I thank you for doing this. I will destroy you quickly and painlessly.
Oh, that's nice.
It needs
Alright,
more
let's
cowbell,
see.
though.
Alright, so that's the attack I expected to see. That actually killed me.
Laters.
Alright, 22. Our defense is a little lower than I thought it was. That usually you can survive that. What is my defense? It is 44. That's why. 45 is the one that won't kill you. Alright.
But it's a good
Well-
example to show, like, how he can be kind of a butt.
It was
Yeah.
quick and painless.
Poop. Please.
Oh.
23. So you can technically manipulate all bosses in this game, but it's inconsistently consistent, in so much that every single time I fight him now, he's going to do the same thing if I do the same thing. But if I go do another run and get to him, and I do the same thing, he'll do something different. Please stop. This is bad.
He wants me to catch up.
Yeah. 24. Okay. Trying to get the laser out.
Oh.
Oh, this is going just peachy.
I mean, he's acting like his normal self.
Yeah, this is what I expect, honestly. Especially when I don't have quite enough defense. I got good encounters in that they weren't heavy damage, but also bad because I didn't get any defense that I needed. Please. Okay, well,
Okay.
this is going to
Okay,
kill
then.
me. Yeah, look
Yeah,
how much damage that does.
This is the homing missile
Wow.
one, yeah.
That hits like a truck.
So with Bing's defense, he's really hoping for that giant laser beam. That one's easy to dodge because all he has to do is get into the top right corner and he can evade it. So we're really hoping you can see that, please, Mammon. Oh,
Alright.
Mammon.
27. I'm just going to find an encounter and grind defense a little bit.
So while he's doing that, any donations, you're more than welcome to go right ahead.
Well, we are nearing the end of this run, so if you guys want to get more donations in, then absolutely do so to decide which quest is the best. But let me also take this time to remind you that RPGLB is proud to once again be partnered with the Yeti, bringing you 8 amazing t-shirts and a hoodie now available, plus pins. Head over to the Yeti, that is THEYETE.com/RPGLB. Take a look at the designs, pick up the ones you want, and know that $4 from every t-shirt purchased will be donated to Nami.
Alright, so I should be able to survive the smoke cloud one this time. Of course, I'm probably going to get laser, like,
Oh.
There you go.
of course. Hey, look, that did way too much damage.
You survived, though. That's really good.
I'm probably still going to die to whatever he does anyway.
The
Oh, let's
homing
think
laser
positive.
might
Yeah, I'm still dead.
Oh. At least he did the beam, though. That's
Yeah.
a positive note.
And of
Yeah.
course, I didn't dodge it.
Well, you kind of did.
No, I didn't. They're supposed to dodge it entirely. I swear I've played this game before. Okay, well, this shouldn't kill me this time, I think. Maybe.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, now nothing will kill me as long as
Miss.
this doesn't miss.
It's okay.
This is just a really slow attack.
Also, I'd like to point out, for those people who've seen Tecmo Secret of Stars, kind of looks like Hom Cruise. So I call him the cousin of Hom Cruise. Just
Any other attack, my dude.
no. I think I can survive this.
I don't think you can.
No, I cannot.
You need a lot to survive that.
I had hope. I had hope.
Any other attack, my goodness. 2 hits.
So you need, I think 4 hits of wind to
'Kay.
defeat him?
Trying
to remember. Oh,
6,
beam.
I
Ooh,
think.
nice. Good dodge.
Thank you, Mammon.
Okay. This is 4. Okay, good. Magic barriers, or not magic barrier.
Spirit armor.
Spirit armor is still up. Now I'm gonna heal here because spirit armor probably won't be up after that. Oh please. Okay.
Okay.
Thank God. 5.
Oh, time ends on the last hit of Mammon. We haven't mentioned
Yeah,
that.
he's gonna die. I think right now.
Pretty quick, yeah.
Yep, time.
Nice.
Yay! He's giving me all the beans just to toss that out.
Really?
Yeah.
You could probably dodge those if you have high agility.
I think even giant shoes, maybe.
Probably. Hey, nice time.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
Really solid.
Yeah, that was good. I think that's actually a PB for you too.
Actually, I think so. Holy pickles. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I normally don't PB in this speedrun. I'm not gonna lie, so it's very surprising. So yeah, ending. Yeah,
Yeah, we fall.
yeah.
Apparently from the sky. Epona saves us. And then we find out that everything's great. All our friends are here because friends.
And heart.
Oh yeah, also
And mine is Captain Planet.
yeah, Captain Planet, and they got all the colors for it. The legendary master of Spirit Tamer. The legendary master of Spirit
Yeah,
Tamer.
interesting.
There is heart in his magic. It was important. This is the story of the magic heart. Thank you, high school essays. One of the stories in the L Tale, and one of the fables of the spirit. The story of Brian, for the time being, ends here. And that is that.
All right. So I'm going to do a quick shout out. I'm going to thank my Twitch followers for supporting me, being there, for all the shenanigans that we get into. Like to thank my husband. He's not here at the moment, but I thank him so much for the support and making me some good food. Thank PJ for being on the couch. Greatly
my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thank you for having me.
Nothing broke, so we're good.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, we had a little debacle with my GameCube. It's fine. It didn't break. It didn't blow up. It's good.
unbroke.
It
unbroke.
unbroke. Yes, we control.
PJ left and it worked.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, in the same vein, I'd like to thank everyone, all you guys for running this awesome event.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
And thank you for Andromeda, who's back there somewhere. I love you.
Aw.
And thank you for everyone that's donating. Really appreciate it, guys.
So yeah, basically, Quest in a nutshell. I know the next run is glorious and fantastic,
Oh,
and
yes.
I hope I can stay up all night to watch it. Rick my sleep schedule, but good old Lunar Dragon Song. Very excited for that one. It's a really good game. I do like my choice.
Is it a game, though?
It's a game.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
You sure?
I am positive. Do you not see the games I play?
I mean, fair. Fair.
Let's hear it one
can
more
you?
time for Pasama and Bingchang.
You blew me away. You blew me away with that.
Thank you guys so much for your run, your incredible commentary, and finishing within 30 seconds of each other after an hour and 50 minutes. That's insane. That's crazy. And thank you to all of you who are still watching. We are going to take a quick ad break, but do not go anywhere because we will be right back. And this is RPGLB 2019. bear with us just a moment. We are getting the next run set up for you guys. I just wanted to take this opportunity to remind you we have some amazing Bid Wars challenges and prizes that you guys can contribute to and possibly win yourselves. So if you guys want to get donations in, now would be an amazing time. You have some awesome Bid Wars like Yuki to decide the fate of Stanley in Paper Mario. Will he live or will he die? That is up to you. Get those donations in.